Tips that you're learning about how to be normal?
Yeah. Great question. Number one, wear a shirt. Definitely just take the time to wear a shirt.
That's not not a thing. Like wearing a shirt is not a helpful tip. Like unless you're at the beach or at the pool.
Since the pandemic, if you'll let me finish, I didn't realize that you have to wear a shirt everywhere. I'm sorry. I thought I'm sure that I'm not the only one that walks around in their underwear and goes to meetings and parties like that.
This makes my dad laugh. I need to get my yum-yums in my tum-tums. Something I've never heard in my life. I don't know who my son's father is. Based on this thing, he's a 22-year-old man who carries around love in his pockets, eating ice cream. I need to get my yum-yums in my tum-tums.
Sick of hearing about everyone's big dick. I'm getting
Bill Hader's big dick
tired about everyone's big dick. Can we all just shut the fuck up about it? Like, okay, sorry, right?
Now I'm the only person left. This is what happened. I tuned in. You motherfuckers. This is what I get. This is how I'm treated. I'm a guest. I showed up last minute as a guest because they said, we need somebody. I said, guys, I got you. I arrived. I came in. Boom. I set up the lights real quick. Guys, 30 minutes ago, I was in therapy. And now I'm here hosting a Twitch stream? What is Twitch? What are we doing? Now I'm doing a monologue on Sheer's Twitch? What's happening? Hughes, hey, what the fuck is going on, man?
Guys, my kids just took over my computer and shut me out.
Jerry, can you show us some dog handling techniques and tips?
So this is it. So we run with the dogs. Come on. We're running. And then we run and we stop. And we sit, boys, sit. Sit, boys. Show them. Sit. Guys, sit.
Jerry, are those your dogs?
We got them for the show. Super cheap rentals. And because of COVID, you don't have to have the handler. They just gave them to me.
He's thinking about kissing, and then the butt thing. He's like, well, I'll see what this leads to. I don't know where this is.
Wait, so you're saying to sexually turn on a dog during a dog attack?
I don't think it's sexual. I think it's just biological.
Well, when you say kissing, I'm assuming that's sexual.
Oh, yeah. No, like friendly kissing.
That's not
like European. Have you ever been to Europe?
I have actually been to Europe. I've been to all the countries in Europe.
What's your favorite part? Well, I like great question. Number one, wear a shirt. Definitely just take the time to wear a shirt.
That's not not a thing. Like wearing a shirt is not a helpful tip. Like unless you're at the beach or at the pool.
Since the pandemic, if you'll let me finish.
Yes. Wait, Rob, you have the Apple Vision. Rob, do you have the Apple Vision Pro?
Hold on, guys. I got to stop my TED Talk. Paul, I'm doing a TED Talk for like 6 million people right now.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
What are you doing? What is this?
I was going to be live streaming. It's like
No. People did that during the pandemic. No one does that anymore.
Oh, so now this is
we don't. I don't do that anymore. I'm doing
augmented reality. That's what.
It's all here. I'm talking to 6 million people. I'm doing my TED Talk. And hold on. Sorry, guys. This is my friend Paul Scheer.
Whoa, hey,
and
hey,
this
everybody.
is a what used to be called a live stream during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun for Paul. I guess he likes to go on here and chat and goof around, but I don't do that. Now I'm all in here and I'm talking to you guys. So
are you also watching a movie in the NBA at the same time?
I'm watching a movie, the NBA, and pornography also.
Well, okay. I would love for you to, just see if you could join us and maybe what is your TED Talk on?
Just on technology.
I find it kind of interesting that you all are sudden into Apple Vision Pro.
I've always been, I just don't talk about it. I've always been a real tech head. I'm always talking about gear and tech to all my other friends. I don't talk about it to you because you get so jealous.
Well, I do get jealous. I mean, because you're the only person, you're the outdoors tech guy. I mean, you do a lot of your stuff in full ski wear.
Most of my TED Talks are done on the mountain. And I have had a problem with the Apple Vision equipment on the mountain because it's not waterproof. It turns out,
it gets wet pretty easy.
If you wreck skiing or snowboarding, it's there goes your investment.
I was gonna say,
I know this looks cool, but I am gonna take it off because I can't see anything. Everybody, it's me. It's just me.
Oh my gosh. At the show is saying my audio is great for the first 5 seconds, and then that alludes like there's something else. Nothing ever changes. My audio setup is fucking
your audio is a little bit low. It's a little bit low.
I don't understand this fucking StreamYard. If someone wants to help me out with this, because I can't understand why every other app makes this thing sound better and everyone sounds better. Here we go. I'm gonna jack it up like that. There we go. Is that better? You want it that loud, people?
We can't hear. It doesn't sound different to me, what you just did.
Really?
Yeah.
Why does this? I should
Could
write
be
into these people.
The show should be about. We should do more stuff on the show about audio problems.
What infuriates me
about it. Other people are saying it is better. So
what infuriates me about it is nothing ever has changed. This is a perfect podcast setup. It's the only, when it comes through StreamYard, something goes haywire. That feels like it's got
when you do one of your 12 podcasts
interviews.
Do people ever
auditions.
say I can't hear you? How did this podcast get made? Because I can't hear you. Do they say that?
I mean, I don't know. People, oh geez, I'm gonna have a drink. Cheers to you, Rob. Cheers to a Friday.
Is this some sort of product placement thing?
It isn't. I made myself a drink. I am fully cracked out today. I went to bed at 6:30 in the morning. I woke up at 11.
Are you serious? What?
Yeah.
What were you? Are you
Rob,
partying? Are you back off the wagon?
I'm back off the wagon. I'm living a full life. I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've put a lot of money down on the Super Bowl. If I lose this bet, I'm going to lose my house and my children. Vanilla Ice and Twanch will be gone.
Oh no, you can bet your kids in Las Vegas?
Apparently, this is the first year they're opening it up. If you can put them into a pool, and so what I've been able to do is I have Twanch in a an under 10 pool, and then I have Vanilla Ice in a more athletic kid pool. So for people who want kids with a little bit more athletic prowess, they get it's a whole system out there. Anyway, I've made some big bets, and I think the Lions are going to take it.
Well,
What?
I don't even know how to break this to you, but I don't know. When was the last time you watched football? Like
Well,
how many?
I mean, I've been watching. I mean, everyone's been talking about the Lions,
Yeah, no,
and and I think they have what it takes
yeah,
to take the 49ers down. And I was watching that game, and they were way up,
yeah.
and I
they
was
were- they
psyched,
were.
and I was like, all right, great, we got it. So I just went right to Vegas, and it's so funny because when I go put my money down, they're like, yeah, whatever, and I'm like, no, Lions to win the Super Bowl.
Well,
and
I just wish that you'd watch the rest of the game on your DVR because
I didn't need to. It was boring at that point. I was like, all right, game over.
Sports
Sports Bros. What's our take?
if you
takes
got
on
a hot
Sports
take on
Bros.
sports, you gotta watch Sports
Bros.
Bros.
Whoa!
Great opening. Who did that?
Molly,
Molly?
did you do that? Wow, Molly
Wow.
pulling it out. We haven't had a bumper in a long time.
We haven't had a bumper in a long time.
We threw it to you, our audience, to create some stuff, but Molly took it in her own hands.
Hey, guys,
Yeah.
guess
On that
what?
moment.
2 bumpers. I'm not going to tell you what the other bumper is. If it comes up, I will.
I hope it's
Integrate it
around
in
the
the
web.
show.
I hope it's around
Oh,
the web.
I hope. I mean, Molly, wow, bring in the heat. I still haven't seen a lot of people on the Discord chiming in with around the web. But I'll tell you this much, Rob.
We haven't officially welcomed people to the show.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I like to, give people the courtesy. We shouldn't assume that everyone watching has watched the show before. So
No.
if you're new, welcome. This is a cult. It's a very large cult. I am God, and Paul is also God, and you have to do whatever we tell you.
There will be
And
a
we also-
sacrifice at one point. We won't tell you when, but you must be ready for it.
Yes, and we often discuss who's the boss on this show.
Yeah, we do. We try
But
to.
sometimes, that's the umbrella that we're paid to discuss who's the boss. We're the number one Who's the Boss recap show.
Paid for by the wonderful people at Disney and Hulu.
Yeah.
We are paid to discuss Who's the Boss at length. We unfortunately didn't have that much of a chance to do it. We've been running out of time.
Well, we get distracted a lot. We get distracted. We should update people on the con. People are asking about the Boss Con. Who's the Boss Con is coming up. Last year was a huge success. There were some hiccups, some lawsuits due to some food poisoning
STDs
situations,
were passed.
STDs, and
There were a lot of things going
unwanted pregnancies. Which, by the way, Paul, we should have had our lawyers make us not liable for any unwanted pregnancies. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if people are gonna make love, it's a free country, but why do we have to be
Rob,
held
I
responsible?
Agree. Well, but I think the reason why we're held responsible is because we manufactured the Who's the Boss condoms that said WTB, but when you put it on an erect penis, it was spelled Who's the Boss. Yeah, it would go big. And those condoms were faulty. Apparently, somebody call them the colander of condoms is what
I disagree with. Someone brings up a good point in the chat. We should be liable for all of the wanted pregnancies. So look, if you did get pregnant at BossCon and you decided to have the baby, we're happy to pay for the life forever in perpetuity. We'll pay for the baby's college and private school and whatever you want. So hit us up.
I was going to tell you that
so much going on.
So much.
Why were you up so late last night? Were you watching Cosby Show?
I was watching the Cosby Show, and I love Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. There is a chapter in my book, or a section in a chapter of my book about Bill Cosby, and it's when I met him one time. It was a very awkward interaction with me.
Wait,
and Bill.
Is this a real story? You
True.
have a chapter. First of all, I
Not
feel
a
like
full chapter.
I feel like I'm already being tricked into talking about your book, which I did not agree to.
I was going to organically say that that
Oh, God.
the reason why I was up so late, Rob, is this book is never ending. They sent me
is it single spaced or double spaced?
Right now it's on the it's all on manila yellow pad paper. So we have to get through all.
You got to type it out, Paul. People won't
eventually
read it.
people are. That's the whole thing. I have to write as many pre-orders as I'm getting. I have to write them out. So I'm in the middle of just.
Wait, what did you think the publisher was just going to like Xerox the?
I hope they were. I didn't realize I had to hand write each book, but it's. But I'll tell you this much, Rob.
True. Wait, is this a true story about you? Did you really meet Bill Cosby? Because I don't know.
Yes, in the book, there's a story about me having a very awkward interaction with Bill Cosby.
Recently?
No, when I was a kid.
Okay.
And it was upsetting because I loved Bill Cosby. I don't want to spoil the story, but I loved him and I got to meet him, and it was very disappointing.
Do you? Yeah. And again, I don't want to just plug your book, but.
Pre-order now.
When you go on, I'm assuming you're going to go on like talk shows to talk about this. Okay, so let's say you go on, Seth Meyers, and he's like, "Hey, Paul, welcome to the show."
Hey, what's up, Seth?
You just want to? Okay, well, let's role play it right now. Hey, man, I read your book. It's so great. And
first of all, I need to say something before we talk about my book.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been saying stuff about Rob Hubel after he's been convicted. I just want to say I stand by him. I don't know what he does in his private life, but as a professional, he's always been kind to me. While I didn't and couldn't stand up for him in a court of law, I will always stand up for him as a friend. I am his Ashton Kutcher. I am his Mila Kunis. I got his back, but I just want you to know that. But so go ahead with your question. I just want you to know that.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. Paul will be right back. Paul, don't bring up Rob Hubel. Like, he's been fully canceled.
Got it. Okay. Okay. I won't.
After what happened at his after his Apple Vision. His Apple Vision TED Talk.
Oh yeah.
Everyone killed themselves in the audience, so please.
Oh my God! Virtually killed themselves, which is actually a lot worse.
They virtually killed themselves. So what story are you going to tell stories about this? That's what I want to know. Is like, are you going to do some anecdotes?
I think so. Yeah, I don't want to spoil them all here on the Twitch show before we get
Paul,
out. So
there's no such thing. That's like saying if you have a trailer for a movie, you don't show the good stuff. You just show it all.
Wait,
because then people read it.
A trailer for a movie, because Rob, you and I were just in apparently one of the biggest trailers of all time. That's right, Rob.
Yeah.
Bam! Knuckles breaking records, biggest trailer debut of all time. I don't know what that means.
I want to tell Paramount that we should have been paid more money. I didn't know that the trailer was going to do such business. And obviously the trailer probably did that well because of us.
Well, I mean, here it says, so I was trying to get some details. As a trailer for Knuckles, limited series on Paramount Plus, broke viewership records across all platforms. Knuckles struggles to adapt to Earth, but finds purpose in sharing his knowledge with Wade. Director Jeff Fowler helmed the first episode, while Sonic 3 will introduce new characters. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened, but I think in the first 24 hours, more people than in any other, like the number one trailer of all time, I believe, is Avengers Infinity War, but of 24 hours, we are now that. And you, my friend, have a big part in this trailer.
Oh, huge. And you got snubbed.
I got totally snubbed. I thought there would be something.
Got fucked, bro.
They said, oh, you and Rob are in it. Not really. Rob's in it. But, people say my levels are low again. All right, well, I'm going to just jack it up. Here we go. Jack it up. All right.
And to be fair, I don't think we're in this TV show a lot, right?
I think we're in two episodes.
Okay.
2 of 6. But I will say, Rob, that eagle-eyed viewers caught what should we show the trailer? Is it worth it to show the trailer?
Well, now I just feel like we're promoting our projects, which is, I'm sort of I'm of the opinion that this is a community where we hang out and we talk to people and we don't just plug our books and our movies. But yes, to your point, yeah, let's just fucking show
And by
it.
the way, I just want to, look, I don't want to come off surly. I'm going to reveal while I was up until all hours of the night, but somebody telling me to adjust volume on my computer. Yeah, I get it. I've been doing this shit for a long time. I understand. I'm telling you, it's a StreamYard issue, not an issue with my own fucking mic. I get it. I understand how to control this shit.
All right.
Anyway,
all right.
Sorry.
Now
I'm on edge. Rob.
Might
I'm
have
on edge.
That might have turned them off to your book, and you
maybe
have to
they
be
want
careful now,
understand.
Paul. You have to be very careful because now with your book coming out, you can't shoot off at the mouth like that. You can't.
I know.
I don't have a book, so I can kind of do whatever I want.
I will say this. Let me take this knuckles down.
But we should show it. We should show it.
We should show the trailer, and I'll explain why I'm upset in a little bit. Here we go. All right. So, Molly, without any further ado, show the world the biggest trailer of all time.
You're an alien. You're super powerful. You recently saved the world with your friends. What do you like to do for fun?
Vengeance.
I was thinking more like reading or yoga.
Now, for people who don't know, Knuckles is completely CGI.
Isn't it great to finally relax?
I am an echidna warrior. I only remain on Earth because I
Is that
made about
CGI?
you and the
No, that is real.
So
I'll show you the CGI.
myself
CGI
alone.
Doritos bag.
Nope, we are not turning our living room into some kind of gladiator fighting pit. What is Ozzy doing here?
He will be challenging his
Dog
greatest
CGI.
enemy.
Is
CGI
that our
mailman.
mailman?
This is not a place of battle, so I will begin my quest. Come, Weed.
Well, most people think I'm a joke.
I do not
Pally
make
is
jokes.
CGI, right?
Pally is not
I
real. He's
make
been dead for 4
warriors.
years.
Let's go get him.
6-episode event.
Knuckles.
Rob and I
Six
are 2.
episodes.
Without his little friends.
That's
he's
1/3.
He's
Each
the
episode,
key to
4.5
all my
minutes.
newest creation.
You worked for Robotnik.
Bring me Knuckles.
This guy's very good. I saw a little bit of clip of him.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, it's getting ready for your line.
You think you can take my power? Do I look like I need your power?
What are you talking about? Of course we need his power. It's the whole reason we're here.
You're mine.
I made a promise to protect this planet. I am ready.
Oh, snap. Someone's about to get slapped.
Bam! That was it. Look at that. And for eagle-eyed viewers, you might not have caught this, but this is really what everyone online is talking about. The reason why this trailer has so many views is because Rob and I, our characters are bringing back the beloved ESPN Ocho. You remember it from Dodgeball. We are now the new the new flame holders. I don't know what you call it.
Torchbearers.
Torchbearers of ESPN Ocho until
Paul,
Dodgeball 2.
Now,
I
Paul,
imagine.
people in the comments have already figured out that you
I'm
are
gonna go
CGI.
out.
Yes.
You're CGI in that, and
Yes,
I was
sold
there.
a body scan, and you acted against my body scan.
I was there, and I actually had a great time with your body scan. We went out to lunch a couple times.
Yeah,
and
and
your
he's
body
nice,
scan
right?
told me like cool stories and was not like I'm trying to say this without hurting your feelings.
Yeah, sure.
Just wasn't always promoting himself to me.
In his book. Well, I
In his
mean, the
book.
body scan actually has a book coming out.
Oh no.
It's about kind of about like weird, awkward interactions he's had with celebrities. One is about this guy he worked with on Knuckles.
People love
but,
your glasses in the trailer. That was a very specific choice on your part.
Yes. Rob and I got to go to the UK to shoot Knuckles.
Pinewood Studios.
The James Bond Studios. We walked
Star
by the
Wars.
Star
Wars.
Everything. And Knuckles.
We got to hang out with Chewbacca and
Chewbacca is
CP3O.
And the funny thing about Chewbacca is a lot of people think that that's a costume. What that actually is a man in a hair suit. So it's a very big man, no hair on his body, and he gets into a hair suit. So that is really interesting. But yeah, we are now in. We're big time. We're big time in the miniseries world. You know, some people thought maybe we'd be in a miniseries like a Ryan Murphy miniseries, but I honestly have to say, I was on this. I was on Clipper Vision this week, which is a.
Okay. Now you're promoting something else.
Well, you can't really watch it unless you subscribe to Baller Vision.
Now you're promoting something else.
Anyway, not a big deal. But both basketball players, Paul Pierce and Ed. Sorry, I just blanked on my second guy's name.
Edward James Olmos.
Edward James Olmos. Gosh, why am I forgetting his name? God.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Dikembe Mutombo. So when I was on Baller Vision, I was able to tell everybody, like, what are you, what are you doing? Baron Davis and Paul Pierce. I said, hey guys, I'm in the new Knuckles miniseries, and their eyes lit up. They were psyched for Knuckles. I didn't know that Paul Pierce and Baron Davis were big Sonic fans, but this is bridging the gap between movie 2 and movie 3.
People love it. And, I'm proud to be a part of the universe.
We are in the MCU. I don't think we're going to be in Sonic 3. I did ask the writer of it. I said, it's a great opportunity to bring us back in some form.
I wouldn't be surprised, Paul, if there is some sort of ESPN Ocho movie that stars us. In the same way that Polino and Carnes got their own spin-off sitcom from our appearance on Night Court. Now, to be clear to
heralded
to people watching this, if you watch this, you know that Paul and I are friends and we hang out a lot, but we don't do every project together. We just happen to have done a couple of things recently
because of this show, this live streaming show. People want to see the two of us chopping it up in their favorite with their favorite characters, their favorite franchise characters. We're coming into Night Court. We're coming into Sonic. Like
if there's a TV series that you love, sound off in the comments. Let us know what it is, and we'll make some calls. I had some pretty big meetings today with some industry heavyweights.
Wow.
In Hollywood, and they were talking to me about projects, and I said, look, I don't do anything until I talk to the Twitch comment section. I said, that's how I steer the ship. Is I say,
yes,
they'll tell me what is cool and what is hip and where I should go.
Well, and that's why we are going to proudly announce in just a little bit. Maybe you can pre-announce it. We're going to be in the new Eli Stone movies. Eli Stone, if you don't know, is a Tom Selleck character. He's a detective. It's kind of his version of Columbo, and we're gonna get in there and really I like to call acting wrestling, and we were gonna wrestle it up with Tom.
Now, someone in the comments, this is always smart. Someone said, how about the Curb final season? Well, obviously, if you are a fan of Curb, you see that is, that's been shot. And so that's coming out.
But are you in it?
Well, they're suggesting that we should go back and put ourselves in it.
Well, I mean, I guess the truth is we have been in it. But
yes,
I think
we are part of that universe. Yes.
But people, I think if this is where you need to be writing Larry David. By the way, can I ask your opinion on that? I love Larry David. I know people fall very much on one side or the other about what happened last week. Did you see what happened?
I didn't see what happened. What happened?
Okay, Molly can maybe pull this up, but so on the Today Show last week, they had Elmo on the show. Elmo and his dad. Elmo from Sesame Street and his dad.
Yeah.
And the thing that they brought him out for was, I guess let me back it up and say, so Elmo sent out a tweet, or Sesame Street sent out a tweet, and it was like, how is everybody doing? And this tweet or Instagram post, whatever it was, got just thousands upon thousands of comments where people are like, not good, Elmo. Elmo,
yeah, I saw that.
Shit is bad, right? Yeah. And so they brought Elmo on the Today Show to basically talk about mental health.
Okay.
And Elmo's being very sweet about how people need to check in with each other. And in the
Yeah,
middle
I
of this
saw
very
that.
sweet interview, Larry David comes out and strangles Elmo.
Oh.
And he was just backstage waiting.
Who told Larry to do that?
Right. So like everyone's watching Elmo and his dad. It's hard to find now online. You can still find it. They scrubbed it pretty quick. But he was waiting backstage. He got so frustrated with Elmo that he came out and like grabbed him by the neck and slapped him in the face a bunch of times. And yes, it's a puppet. We're talking about a puppet. And Elmo reacts like, "Oh, Mr. David, I don't know if I like you." And then, and Elmo's dad's like, "Oh, Mr. David, you better keep your hands to yourself." And like Larry like storms off, and then they cut to like Al Roker's like, "Ugh." It's a very weird moment.
Wow. I wonder what the story was. I mean, he's probably...
He told the story. He said he was just irritated hearing Elmo talk. He was on Seth Meyers like the next night. He's like, yeah, it was annoying.
That is really funny. I don't, I love Larry. I don't, I can see how that would be annoying. I mean, look, you have little kids. We went through an Elmo phase here. I couldn't wait to get out of the Elmo phase.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I really, Thomas the Tank was the one I couldn't wait to end.
We didn't do Thomas the Tank. Thomas the Train, you mean? Oh, Thomas the Train, we did, yeah.
Oh, wow. I watched the British ones. I call it the Tank.
Thomas the Tank?
They call it Thomas the Tank in London, I believe.
But he's a train? Okay.
Yeah. Tank engine. There is Thomas the Tank Engine. Look, I got to say this. I get it. Like, I get why people are upset. I also get why it's so uncomfortable. I also get why it's a bit that went off badly. There's so many elements to it that are like, ooh, it's like, it's funny in theory, but it's also like, it's live. It's, there's so many things. But I guess like the truth is, that's kind of like perfectly on par with Larry David.
Yeah,
too.
I was
Like,
going to say that's on brand for him, and I'm sure he made that calculation. I'm sure he's like, well, if this doesn't go over well, it seems like something my character would also do.
Now, by the way, Rob, you are getting served in the comments. Thomas is not a train; he's an engine. The train follows him.
Yeah, I saw that. So I know sometimes the chat turns on me, and when they do, I just, like Patrick Mahomes, I just sort of tune him out. I stay the course.
You gotta tune it out.
I just do my thing. Paul, let me ask you this real quick. I was not invited to your Super Bowl party. So I was just wondering if there was some sort of, I don't know if they went, did you put them in snail mail? And maybe I didn't get,
why are you bringing this up?
I just didn't get the invitation.
No. We don't talk about this stuff on air. I mean, why don't bring this up? Please don't bring this up.
I'm happy to talk about it on air.
Don't embarrass me on air about my friends and who I hang out with on Super Bowl Sunday. I don't want to talk about this.
I just am curious why I wasn't invited.
Rob, we have rules here. And the way that you watch Super Bowl is not conducive to the rules that we have in our house. We call you our Jason Kelsey. You will get to a party early and you pregame out in the street.
I'll pregame it hard, yeah, shirtless, yeah, totally.
And then when you come in, it scares the children. It scares everybody.
Yeah.
We have a much more, everything that we do for our Super Bowl party, very bespoke. Hors d'oeuvres. Everything is just finely orchestrated and carefully crafted. But now this is embarrassing because I did invite. This is the world's largest Super Bowl party. I invited everybody that's in the Discord today to my Super Bowl party.
Everybody in the chat says that they're invited. Oh my gosh!
Are you actually doing anything for the Super Bowl?
We're just going to a friend's house to watch it. They have, it's we have a kiddo friend that our dog, because I actually want to watch the game.
Yeah, me too. I do too.
I'm pulling for the 49ers on this one.
Really? Okay. Yeah. All right. Interesting.
Sports Bros.
What's our take?
If you got a hot take on sports, you gotta watch Sports Bros. So wow. That would be That's great, Molly. I would say that's great. I would give you even more points if there was a guitar riff in there. I don't know why
Wow.
there
Well,
isn't a guitar riff. And I'm not, look, she did it, she took the initiative. I'm not trying to mansplain how to make bumpers, but it's a sports show. There should be a guitar wail in there. But
yeah, you're look. I'm gonna tell you this much.
Look, I'm just a guy that's in the biggest trailer, the biggest movie
of all
trailer
time
that's ever been made.
that broke a record in the. I'll tell you this, Rob. I've kind of.
Wait, Molly started to say something. She went away.
No,
Here she comes.
No, I'm sorry, Rob. Thank you for explaining sports to me. I'll
Wow, mansplaining.
Yeah,
Rob.
you're welcome. I don't take that as a dig. I think that she was being sincere. Thank you for explaining.
Even Birdie was giving you a look.
And sports bumpers.
I will tell you this much. I have decided. I've decided to.
What happened?
I just choked on my own thing. I decided to stop doing any Super Bowl events. Not hosting them, but even going to them, because I think I really enjoy the game, and I feel like anytime that I go to someone else's house, I am inevitably in conversation, or I can't get the food that I want.
know.
And I'm just like, I just want to go and watch it and enjoy it.
I sort of agree. It's hard if you really want to like watch the game and not like chit chat. You kind of have to stay home.
I may actually fly out to Oklahoma because my Super Bowl commercial is coming beyond. Do you know that?
Wait, are you in a Super Bowl commercial?
I directed and star in a Super Bowl commercial that is going to be regionally aired in the Midwest, especially in Oklahoma for 988. I wish I could send you that little clip. I could show you a little. I'll send it to Molly and see if she can put it up here. Let me see here.
I'm not aware of the commercial. What commercial is it?
So basically, on all seriousness, I'll talk about this because it's a true thing. I'm
sending Molly. I'm in a commercial also, Paul, that I'm sending Molly right now, and we can air that.
Oh, I love this. Sorry, I'm going to answer one sports bra question from Russ Clark. People ask me,
sports bra, put on your bra. So hold up your sports boobs.
People are asking me, Paul, what do you think about Pat Bev going to the Milwaukee Bucks? I fucking love it. First of all, Doc Rivers is there.
Who asked that?
Russ Clark.
Who asked that?
Russ Clark did.
Okay.
And so I love Pat Bev. I'm a huge Pat Bev fan. Doc Rivers, I think it's hilarious that he is now coaching the Bucks after the Bucks started with a 30-3 record. Stupid. And Doc coming in, he needs energy because I don't think that Doc really coaches that much. So Doc is now in. He needs his kind of electricity, which is Pat Bev. But the funny part about this is that Pat Bev is a thorn in Dame Lillard's side. Like when the Clippers sent the Blazers packing. Oh, geez. Pat Bev gave Dame a lot of shit. And now they have to be on the same team together. I think it's hilarious. And we'll see. All right. Anyway, it's Sports Bras.
Sports Bras. Do you care who wins the Super Bowl? Back to a sport that I know something about.
I am. We are.
Are you
and not through any reason.
You guys are Chiefs people? Chiefs
Well,
family?
yeah. So we are Chiefs people. Although my son, who dressed as Travis Kelce for Halloween, he is now a 49ers person. He's always like, him and I normally go on the same page who we're rooting for. But because my kids got so into football this year, and we've been such Kansas City Chiefs fans, I can't change it. He's like, I'm like, what? But I was like, but Twanch, we love the Chiefs. And he's like, yeah, but they already won, which I kind of love.
Yeah, that's how I
feel.
That's how I feel. Like when it comes to pro football, whenever I'm watching a game, I don't really have a team, so I just sort of like pick a team and root for that team. And then over the course of the season, I'm like, oh, I'm really into Baltimore, I'm really into Detroit, or I tend to good stories. But anyway, wow, we've done a lot of sports bras on here.
We have a lot of sports bras. Did I ever reveal?
Now, you had a little moment about 2 minutes ago where you kind of like threw up in your mouth a little bit, and I wanted to show you some breaking news.
What do you got?
Well, this is breaking news from the Situation Room that I think you should watch. This just happened.
Is ridiculous. The others seem to be congregating around the argument that was offered by Trump's able lawyer, basically making the point that, well, Trump might be disqualified from holding office, but he's not disqualified from running for office. And if he were removed from the ballot in Colorado, as the Colorado Supreme Court found he should be, Congress might act in the meantime to exercise our 2/3 authority to remove the disability from Donald Trump.
Oh,
so
my God.
they cut away, and they had to get rid of Jamie Raskin, and they were like, "Sorry, Wolf threw up." Like they literally went to commercial, and then they had another anchor come and step in, and I think Wolf just like puked. So that just happened.
Oh my God, that was crazy. And also you just broke some news. I did not realize that the Supreme Court made a decision. So was that
no, that was actually from yesterday. Actually, I think that was from last night. That was the decision about that, and they didn't make a decision. Everyone's just sort of saying that they think that they're going to leave him on the ballot or whatever.
That's interesting because I never heard that point of view. Like he can't hold office, but he can run for office, which is which is a really interesting argument to be made.
It's so dumb. Like I can't even talk about it without getting upset.
I know, but by the way, Molly, can you play it one more time? And I want to watch just the end of Wolf there because I want to talk about professionalism, and I want to talk about this is a man who refuses to become a meme. This is a man who knows he's going to puke, and he really does. I mean, he does an amazing job. Like he definitely, has a moment, but he refuses to let it out. I mean, here we go.
He's trying not to poop his pants, I think, too.
Yeah, can we even start it from midstream? Oh, you think he's shitting too?
I don't know.
You think did he swallow the vomit? All right, let's see. All right, so let's see if we can identify when he gets sick.
Disqualified from running.
That's okay. He's uncomfortable there.
If he were removed from the ballot in Colorado,
knows he can't open his mouth.
Supreme Court found he should be. Congress might act.
He doesn't want to get
exercise.
Okay, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Yep. No. Wow. What a great producer. That's like Molly level producing. Wow. What's so interesting about him was, and I think when I first watched it, I didn't know what we were watching. I was watching him and going, wow, he's really not saying much. He's really letting this guy, Jamie Raskin, go on for quite some time without any interruption and just looking very earnest. And,
I love Jamie Raskin, but I'm sure he was like, why isn't Wolf talking back at all? I'm in the Situation Room and Wolf isn't saying anything.
Wolf is just letting me go on.
Wolf tweeted something. I think that was last night, and I think Wolf tweeted something later that said that he was okay.
What if Wolf just tweeted, just tweeted like that emoji, the puke emoji, like, Blah! I would like that. I would like. That's the only update. Is the puke emoji.
Molly says that she has your commercial and my commercial. So do you want to show your?
Well, yeah.
This is your.
I can't.
This
show
is your
the commercial.
regional commercial.
Oh, you know what? I may be able to show it now, but Molly can't get to it. It's on ad week.
I think Molly says she can show it. I think.
This is a little behind the scenes teaser of my commercial. I'll show it to you. Here's a little teaser of it. Here you can see a little teaser. You can get like an idea of it.
Do you want to get a picture here?
Salty.
Killer baby, I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like.
Sorry, too much.
Killer baby, and the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your loving.
Salty.
That's right. Whip your loving on me. Young J-A-C-K-A.
Oh, salty. I'm happy.
Good, yeah. That is just a little.
I'm sorry to ask. Is this a commercial for piss? Are you drinking piss?
It's so funny because they were obsessed with me doing this one take about Salty. So I didn't have that much behind the scenes footage, but
the product is piss. It's
the product is piss.
Actual...
No, so this is the thing. It's no joke. So 911 is the emergency hotline. If you have an issue, you call 911, police, ambulance, fire, whatever. They come to your house.
Wait, can you explain 911 to me again? How does it work?
Oh, brother, I have to explain it to you. I understand this next thing. So 911 is an emergency hotline. You call it whenever you have an issue, police, fire, whatever. But I think what a lot of people have not realized is in the last couple of years, President Biden has rolled out.
If you drink piss.
I'm gonna explain. Oh man,
no,
you
no,
are gonna
go
feel. President Biden has rolled out 988, and 988 is the mental health hotline. So if you're thinking about
Paul, why did you let me make jokes leading up to this real thing? I'm not going to joke around.
So I was.
Well, you know what we'll do? We'll edit this. So when it actually goes out, we'll take all of my snarky comments out, and then. So what was it for?
So 988 is 988 is this mental health hotline that you can call, where if you are thinking about committing suicide, they will be there to help you. It's across the entire country. It's also in Canada, but Oklahoma City has put, or I should say, Oklahoma has put the most amount of federal money into it, and they actually have like mobile units that will go out. They have saved I think over 40,000 lives in the last year.
Holy cow, that's awesome.
An insane amount of lives, and they're kind of becoming the model for what this could look like if properly funded across the United States. Like this, and Oklahoma has a lot of issues with overdosing and suicides, and also, with people who don't know where to go. So anyway, the commercial is making fun of how commercials are always showing like everyone being super excited and super happy. So we shoot a fake Gatorade commercial called Tears. And so that's like one of the commercials in it is a thing called Tears. So tears are salty, but I drink that. And I go, I'd rather be home in the fetal position. So it's me saying all these things like, I'd rather kill myself, I have a truck part of the commercial. I'm like, sometimes think about driving this into off a bridge, so it's all these suicidal thoughts put against like traditional commercials. So yeah, that's the best. And I drank a lot of piss on set to just make sure that
I just wish that you had DM'd me or texted me and said, hey, I'm going to talk about this commercial I did. It's for a really cool, awesome thing. Don't mention drinking piss or.
Well, you know what? It's tricky because.
You kind of walked me.
I did walk you into it. It looked like a Gatorade commercial. Yeah.
You forced me to make a lot of jokes.
Piss jokes. Yeah. I don't know if I forced you, but you say you have a commercial?
Well, I mean, now I just kind of feel bad, but I'll show it. But let me say this before we show it, Molly. I think what you did, to clarify, is it 988 or 998?
It's 988, the Suicide and Crisis Hotline. It's available across the United States and in parts of Canada.
Okay,
and it's federally. It is federally funded. People are asking. It is federally funded, but each state gives the amount of money that they want to it. So, for example, 988 in California is incredibly underfunded because the state is so large that they can't have the success ratio or the operators on call. Like, I believe that the phone doesn't ring more than 6 times when you call in Oklahoma. I just think it's impossible for a state like California they have the number. It does work, but Oklahoma has really instituted all these amazing elements to it. Like they have the ability to take care of people, and that's what they've prevented so many people from killing themselves because of it.
Wow. Well, after you go and do something very important like that and helpful for society and people, I feel a little bit bad just showing you kind of like my money grab commercial that I made.
Okay, let me see.
Well, I just feel a little bit bad. Mine's like a very slick, kind of expensive looking commercial for a major corporation, and but mine is supposed to air during the Puppy Bowl, so it's a little bit different.
Okay.
But,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I would love to see it.
Okay. Hi, I'm two-time Olympic hopeful Rob Hubel for Buffalo Wild Wings. Are you enjoying the Puppy Bowl? Aren't they cute? They're just like dogs, but smaller. Hey, if there's one thing we love at Buffalo Wild Wings, it's making delicious wings. What we don't love is when you bring your puppies here. You can't do that. Okay, it's a restaurant. We serve food, and puppies, even though they're cute, they're not potty trained. So they poop and pee on the floor, and then our waitresses and waiters slip and they fall down and all the poop and the pee, and they get hurt. And nobody wants that. We just want to have a great time and have wings. So, I don't know, take them to a wing stop or some shit like that. Don't bring your puppies here. Don't bring your puppies to Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm serious.
So
okay,
I don't
first
want
of all,
to. I don't
yeah.
want to compare our projects because yours is very important. I would say also that mine is important in a way, getting the word out, but not as important as yours. But
well, Rob,
I did
well,
get paid a lot
first
of
of
money.
all, I want to talk about the technology that you employed there.
Yeah.
I have an eagle eye, so I know that you weren't actually there, but with the fact that you were able to do the CGI work of inserting yourself.
No, I was there. I was there.
Okay.
That's a Buffalo Wild Wings near my house.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess that the thing I feel like the logo should have been a little bit better centered then, because it seems really far in the background, like you're standing
Well,
far
my
away from
camera, it was windy outside, and what happened was I don't know if you know how the commercial world
Well,
works.
first of all, it's very long. It's very long.
Yeah. Well, they're making longer commercials now.
Mine's 30 seconds, yeah.
Well, on the Puppy Bowl, you can dogs don't know what time it is, so you can kind of make the commercials as long or as short as you want.
Well, but it's not commercials for dogs. Okay, yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, they've done a lot of research that it's mostly dogs that watch the Puppy Bowl. But anyway, I agreed to do the commercial. I got the check, and they said, you could save some money if we don't have to go and shoot it. You go and shoot it. So I put my camera on top of my car, and the problem was it was very windy, and my camera kept kind of like blowing around, and so there were some technical snafus. But anyway, I'm also helping people too. You're helping people, and I'm helping people, I would say.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess
we're both helping people.
I guess what I would say, Rob, is it felt to me like I don't know who wrote the copy, for that commercial, because it did.
Yeah.
You're like, it seems so casual. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way. That's sort of the performance. I directed it, so I told myself, hey, when you do it, try to be casual, and people will relate to you better, rather than being like my normal, like rich sort of, I'm a very, very famous Hollywood actor, and if I kind of
I've seen The Love Guru.
You've seen me in The Love Guru. What else? I Love You Man, like 10, 15 years ago. So
Thank you. I Love You Too.
No, I was saying the movie I Love You Man.
Oh, I Love You Too, man.
No, I Love You Man.
I Love You Too, man, bro. This is
Paul,
let's take this
Paul,
off air. Yeah.
Let's take it off air.
Rob, I will say this. You bring up something very interesting, because I love that commercial.
Thank you.
And it actually got me thinking, and I wanted to get our crew in on this. I know that you and I, one of the things that actually bond us, the reason why we kind of got together as friends in the beginning, is our addiction
STDs.
to I mean, sure, a little bit of that, but gambling. We're gambling addicts. We met at the OTB, the off-track betting. We love to throw down money, and I wanted to get your thoughts on what you think is happening here at the Puppy Bowl. These are the odds. You can bet at any sports book for the Puppy Bowl. So right now, the favorite to win is Team Rough, or I should say Team Fluff over Team Rough. Right now, the MVP gender is leaning towards male. That's a prediction.
Wow.
The Puppy Bowl age, we're betting on under 17 weeks or over 17 weeks. The prediction is over 17 weeks. And we're also betting on what letter will the MVP's name start with? A through J, or K through Z, and A through J is currently the leader. And the puppy to score the winning touchdown, it's I think a lot of people think it's Bark Purdy, although I have my money on Patrick McBones. But this is true, Rob. This is true. You can bet on the Puppy Bowl.
It's incredible, and also, in my opinion, a little bit sad. Like, I feel like if you're gambling on the Puppy Bowl, there's no. I hate to break it to you guys, but there's not a lot of talent that goes into. They're just frisky, fun-loving puppies.
Well, but I mean, they're running around. That goes into anything, right? I mean,
no. You can't compare the physical. But Paul, there's a
Birdie. What is Birdie betting on?
Birdie.
Team Fluff, 100% Team Fluff.
All right, now the prediction is Team Rough. I will say that the prediction is that it's at 130 odds. Team Fluff is favored to win Puppy Bowl 20. Now, the odds imply that Team Fluff has a 56.5% chance of winning the Puppy Bowl. So, look, let's put your bets in. Molly, can we maybe even set up maybe it's too late to do that.
Yeah. Can we set up a bowl, Puppy Bowl?
Yeah, just say Team Fluff or Team Rough.
Yep.
Okay, and we'll see what we have, and we'll reveal those later.
Wow. The now would your wife? I know that my wife, if I told her, hey, I took $1,000 and I put it on Team Fluff and I lost it. Like, my wife would be very upset about that. Would your wife be, if you gambled on the Puppy Bowl, would your wife be upset?
I think if I gambled on anything, my wife would be upset to a certain degree. I don't think it'd have to be Puppy Bowl. I think that, honestly, if you're gambling on sports, why not gamble on the Puppy Bowl? Because it is so random. It's like, if you go like, oh, I think this person's going to score over this amount of points or not, you can stat it out a little bit, but there has to be an element to it. If it's a good enough bet, there's going to be a level of something to it. Like, I gambled for a little bit on NFL stuff just online because it was part of our football fantasy league. Yeah, and it was always nerve-wracking to put together a team.
This is the most sports bras we've ever been.
Well, I don't know. The bumper
is talking about the Puppy Bowl sports bras. I don't know.
That's sports
puppy
bras.
Sports are dog sports sports bras.
Water sports and dog sports are part of sports bras.
Are you talking about drinking pee again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob, I think it may be time for us to go around the web.
Around the web. Around the web.
What do we got, Rob? We're talking about around the web.
Around the web.
Molly, how did you make these? These are amazing.
That was impressive.
This is amazing. I mean, Molly really is like, wow. She said that she had some. I didn't know. I was leading us into that hoping.
You're wasting your time on this stream, Molly. You should be cutting trailers and movies with that level of skill. That's awesome. She must be in the bathroom or something.
No, she's right there. I can see her. She's not in the bathroom. Don't say Molly's in the bathroom.
Oh, I'm not besmirching. Why is
it's so funny because there are people in this bathroom here in my house right now.
What? I didn't mean that as a slant. Like, I go to the bathroom.
Molly, send it.
Does everyone here goes to the bathroom except for Birdie?
Exactly. That's exactly right. Girls
Molly,
don't do that.
My point was, great job on that bumper.
Great job on that bumper, Molly. But Rob doesn't want you to take any pee breaks.
I like sports bras. I would love it. I would love it if it had a guitar riff.
I know I gave you some sass earlier, but do you want like an electric sound? What kind of, like a rock and roll sound?
I mean, I would have to
feed into this, Molly. Do not feed
I'm going to put that exact sound.
No, he's a misogynist. Do not find. Let me ask this.
How is that misogynistic?
I'm going to ask Twanch. You don't have to come on camera. Twanch, come in here for 1 second. You're off camera, Twanch. Twanch. He's not coming. I have a question for you. Team Rough or Team Fluff? Fluff. All right, so Team Fluff. Twanch says Team Fluff. That's out of the mouth of babes.
Wow.
And they are
Okay,
predicted to lose.
you heard
but,
it.
we'll see. So
You
yes,
heard
I
it
will be
right
betting
there.
$1,000 of my money on the Puppy Bowl. Don't tell my wife.
I cannot get over the bumper for Around the Web. I literally.
Well, let's see it. Oh,
cannot-
then Rob, it's time for Around the Web. Around the Web.
Around the Web.
What do we got, Rob? We're talking about Around the Web.
Around the Web.
Around the Web.
Wow.
Bam.
It's so good. I could watch a half hour of that.
I love it.
Okay, is this can we can I just ask Molly to pull up whatever I sent her? Okay. Molly, I sent you a thing from Nerd Life 1985 that says have fun rotting in hell, Beth. I think, Paul, this is something you have to see because it's an important theme that I talk about a lot, which is sex and specifically premarital sex. You know my feelings about that.
Yes, I know you're.
I feel like, and I know most of the people that watch this stream are, I would assume, between 18 and 20 years old. And it's just too young, if you're not married to have sex. I just, sex between married people is really the best.
The only way, the most delicious.
It's the only way to go.
The most delicious.
And it just feels so much better, when you're married, and then you can really blast on each other,
By the way, Eagle Eye viewers did catch June here, but she's not.
I heard June. I didn't see her.
Yeah.
I heard her.
Eagle-eared viewers. Right?
Yeah, she sounded a little upset with you, actually.
I don't think she knew I was going to be live streaming on a Friday.
Uh-oh.
What can you do?
Oh, my family just came home. I wonder if I'm in trouble.
We could keep it a little bit short. I got some things to show you, though, too.
Okay. Well, let's see if Molly has... Maybe Molly must be in the bathroom again.
No.
Hey, Nicholas.
Yes, babe?
I think I'm ready. To have sex.
I figured you'd say that, so I came prepared.
You brought a condom?
No, silly.
Please watch this.
What?
Nick. Kind of kinky.
I rigged this room with explosives. Premarital sex is a sin. Have fun rotting in hell, Beth.
Nick! Nick! No! Wait! Nick, please! No!
He got that? I auditioned for that. Oh my God.
Now, just off the top of your head, reaction.
Top of the head reaction. Finally, someone talks about sex, premarital sex, the right way.
Thank you.
Virginity is cool.
Of course.
And you can definitely wear sunglasses indoors, and you can blow up girls. And I think that's really the underlying thing here is like, not only did he trick her into having sex, but then he basically executed her.
Yeah, he murdered her. And I think that's his house. So I think he exploded his own house too.
He detonated that bomb a little too close. He also will be dead.
He will
you can't
probably be dead.
He should have waited until he at least walked out the front door. I mean, my God. I also was worried about his closet. He has no hanging clothes. Never trust a man who doesn't have at least 3 shows.
I rigged this room with explosives.
Hey, Rob, I have a question for you.
Rotting in hell. Yeah.
Someone actually already wrote this, but I'm gonna. So, Rob, is that what you would call a blow up job?
No, I see that in the comments, Paul. You can't
take
jokes.
But I had it too. I had it too.
No, you didn't, Paul. You didn't.
I did.
But that is a great joke. Yes, that is what
it's a great joke. I will say that Maja Cat had it, but I had a bunch of thoughts ready to go. What I love about that was it feels like a self-produced virginity ad. Like this kid was like, I'm gonna like before social media, like I gotta make something. Like no one financed that because obviously the lessons and morals there are wrong. But to rig a girl to a closet and kill her is, I mean, that really it sends multiple lessons.
Brissy Joe has a good joke. Brissy Joe says that was a happy ending.
Oh, that's nice.
Pretty good.
I guess he really did rub one out.
Who said? Did someone else make that joke, or are you making that joke? Paul. That was good. That was good.
How about this? Like maybe like how about like I've heard about I heard about ST. Yeah, Rob, I've heard about STDs, but that's more like TNT.
I would stick to the comments. Okay. How you doing on Around the Web so far? How are you liking it?
I love Around the Web. I needed Around the Web. Like I've been up and I'm cracked out. I've already had a drink.
Okay. Can I show you another one?
I got to do a show tonight. I'm so fucking tired.
What show do you have to do?
Last improv show.
Oh man,
it's live streaming. Rob, by the way, I know we'll.
Oh, this is a great joke. Look, Portable Jeff. No sex, C4 marriage.
Great. No sex, C4 marriage. I like that a lot.
Portable Jeff. Good one.
How about like
took a little while for you to cut, Jeff. It took that took like about 10 minutes to come up with, but still count it.
How about pro-life and death?
Because Paul, no, Paul, you're not good at this. Just let the comments do it. They're way smarter than you are.
Pro-life and death. We have not figured out why I've been up until 6 a.m.
Oh yeah, wait. Are you going to tell us? We're working on the book. I'm assuming.
Let me tell you this. I was up until 6 a.m. because of Adobe fucking Reader. I hate Adobe. Adobe Reader is the worst fucking program ever invented. I have to make edits on this book. All my fucking comments were locked. Every time I had to change a comment, I had to go in, hit properties, hit unlock, then wait for it to unlock, then hit delete. But then sometimes I couldn't even delete those comments. I have to make all my edits in this book in that fucking shit program, and all of a sudden I got lines and inserts and everything. I can't tell heads or tails. I have a great team. They're amazing. I love them. I'm trying to make this book good for everybody, but fuck Adobe Premiere. It's the worst thing ever. I had it on autosave. It was supposed to be saving every 5 minutes. I finished the book at 2:47 a.m. I literally went, whew, did it. And then I realized that it didn't save, and the program crashed, and I had nothing, and I had to go back from when I started working on it at like 10 p.m. at night and go through and do it all again. And that autosave feature was there. It runs like at a snail's pace because there's like 1,000 comments. Fuck it all. The publishing industry and the tools that they use are shit and garbage, and they force people to do it. And then you realize, why are there mistakes in this? I've read my book 5 times in the last 5 weeks. I'm insane. Nothing makes sense to me anymore. I hired a copy editor out of my own pocket.
Wow.
And I still didn't hand it in because I've been doing fucking podcasts and shit all day, and I'm getting yelled at that they're going to delay my book. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe present it to me with someone who proofread it first, because when my copywriter came in, she's like, hey, can I have you? She's like, you know what I would do? She's like, I'm just getting like a touch. You should look at what was it? Immediately. I think I'm getting a vibe that you're using the word immediately too much. And what do? Search it. I used it 55 times immediately. I had to go back
55 times? The word immediately is used 55 times?
Not anymore. But I would.
I don't know if I can pre-order.
No, now it won't be. Now it's only used 4 times in the entire book. And she also said, she said for the first time, you just check that. I go, okay, I checked that 22 times. Then she said, Rob Hubel's taint. Check that. And I checked that. And 117 times.
What? How many times is my taint?
117 times. And that's how I said, it's ridiculous. I shouldn't have said it that many times. So I had to find different ways to say it.
Take it
like
down.
Rob Hubel's pleasure zone.
Take out like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, okay.
Take out like 3 or 4 of the taints. Okay, so
but this book has been killing
what I'm getting from you is you had a bad day. So I want to show you a video that I think is going to cheer you up.
Okay,
and make you feel a lot better.
That
How do you feel now?
Well, that feels to me like I actually have seen that before because do you watch Snake Jackass?
No.
It's Snake Jackass is like it's a reboot of the show Jackass with snakes. So it's all you have Slimy, you have Slippery, you have Joey, and you have Martin, and there are 4 snakes who do fun pranks. And so I think that's just a clip from Snake Jackass. Hey everybody, I'm Slippery the Snake. Today we're gonna do something called the ceiling fan.
Can we watch it one more time, Molly? I just want you to really take this in. A guy notices a snake coming from the ceiling above. Yeah. I mean, this is really... Look at him wrapped around.
This snake did not know. It does, like, when it flies, it's like, you're like, oh God. The worst you could possibly get.
Mean, I can't get my head around that one.
That is a truly nuts one. Molly, do I
but
have
does
that
that
cheer you? Does that cheer me up?
Does that cheer you up?
It puts me on edge. Cheer you up? It puts me on edge. Snake Jackass puts me on. By the way, Rob, I got to say, between you and I, you found Sizzler. I found Texas Hawk. People are loving those. As we recut this show and put it out there online, people are loving these 2 things.
People really people went nuts for the Texas Law Hawk. I don't think we've ever had people respond the way they did for that. I mean, I think that we uncovered a. I gotta start dressing up for the show because we keep posting these clips online, and I always look like an idiot. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Do you have a good one? I might be able to.
I don't know, Molly. Do we have any? Yeah.
Yeah, you have one about a snake, a little girl and a snake.
I don't remember it, but let's see it. Let's see what it looks like. All right, let's see. I forgot what it is. I send stuff to Molly all the time. Okay. Now, Rob, do you know what this is? Okay.
I don't like it.
All right. So in Harry Potter, the evil bad people can speak to snakes and parcel song. I actually think that some of the good guys can do it as well. But this is a little girl who's trying to possess a snake to get out with Harry Potter language. So let's watch her again. Wow. Watch her trying to get this snake out of the mix.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it doesn't hit that hard if you're not a Harry Potter fan.
You know, I'm just not a fan of the author of Harry Potter. You know, I don't promote her work. I don't like her. But what I do like.
Can I tell you something terrible about her? Oh yeah. Right, yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say I'm more of like a prank video guy. You know, I like pranks.
Oh,
and
you got a prank?
You know, I've done some prank shows in my lifetime, and I know you have too. And I'm going to show you a prank video, and you know you'll very quickly be able to figure out how they did this. But people's reactions are pretty great. This is this elevator one, Molly. I think. The elevator is going so fast it busts out of the ceiling and goes up into the sky.
This must be a Canadian prank show.
I think it's like European.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I mean, that's my favorite part is that they react to the You know what? More foreign prank shows, because they don't go for the mean, they go for the insane, and that's all we need. Like, yes, it's stupid, but they are bought into it. They're not rationally thinking about it. I thought that was dumb at first, but man, the second time it hit me, that made me laugh. That's a good one.
I'm just trying to cheer you up after your Adobe rant.
Adobe Reader rant.
My favorite part of that is when people see that they've busted out of the roof and now they're going like so far up and they're still worried about like, oh no.
You know, that's Santa technology. Did you know that? Like, I don't know if Molly can find this, but there is they have this in malls.
Yeah.
So kids get in an elevator.
I think they have that near us. I think
they
have that near us. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's like imagine the mind fuck of like, you know, same thing. You get it. You go into a I think in that one, are you on a train or is it an elevator? You go into a little thing and, you know, they close the doors and then it like plays the thing and you're traveling and you're flying and you go up to the North Pole and then it opens on the other side and you're in and you go and meet Santa. But like that for a kid.
Oh, here we go. This is the Santa.
Here we go.
Here it is. Look at these dumb kids. Oh,
so stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Flying.
Elevators can fly horizontally. They can only go straight up.
That's what I hate about it. Oh, they open the door. They ring the bell. And that door opens.
Look who it is.
Good old Santa.
Look who it is. It's a murderer.
And then how do they get down? They don't show you that. I bet you the door just opens right back to the mall.
Probably.
There is a great restaurant in Orlando, in Epcot Center called Mission to Mars, or Mars 2024, where you get into a spaceship and then you go up.
That was in Times Square. That was in Times Square.
A different one. That was like Mars 2112, right? That was like where you ate on like you ate like on the planet surface. This is like you're going up in a lunar rocket to eat your dinner. So basically this is like more grounded in reality. It's like you're eating in a space station above Orlando that's hooked together by some sort of like a pulley system.
I love it.
Space 2020 is what it's called. Rob, there's been more AI versions of my book released,
let's do that, and then I'm gonna have to
you're gonna go.
I think I gotta spend time with my family. I gotta spend time with
here's
my
some
family.
new AI.
Wait a second.
So for people who are interested, I told this last week, but my book, Joyful Recollections of Trauma, is available for purchase. And because everybody has been doing such an amazing job at pre-ordering it, it has made the book successful. And when it becomes successful, it means that people make AI versions of the book. And each week they grow and grow and grow. And this week really was a banner year. So we've seen this one, the biography. We've seen that one, right? We get it. We've seen that one.
I would say that talking about this is compounding the problem. Am I wrong about that?
I don't know. This is a book that really focuses more on my job as a Russian hockey coach. This is
who is Cheryl Stackhouse? Did she write it?
I believe has written 2 of these. I think it's all AI. What else we got here, Molly? This is another one. A terrible design on the cover. That is me. And then this one is a lot simpler. This is kind of like the Catcher in the Rye version of my book. That one, not even looking at the camera.
Rachel Knowles.
Behind the script, unveiling the genius behind the laugh. Yep. I like the colon. Paul Scheer, biography. Laughing Through the Lens, the life of an award-winning comedian and actor by Jesse Mader. Thank you, Jesse. This one is a beautiful design here. A life
that
in
looks
laughter.
Exactly like you.
And what else we got? Paul
How
Scheer
many?
Unfiltered.
Gary Grandy. I went to high school with Gary Grandy.
Did you really?
No. How many of these are there? Evelyn Stanton.
Comedy and Courage. Yep. I mean, there are a lot. I'm trying to find.
Wow.
I may have had the other one or in the other room. I have a copy of it. And Robin, your name. Oh, there it is. And your name has been changed in these books because they're it's AI generated. So instead of Rob, they have synonyms. They have synonyms for Rob. So they call you Loot Hubel. They call you Steel
Loot Hubel.
Yep. This is not a bit here.
Can I read a passage of this book?
That was my name in college, Loot Hubel.
Shear's advancement accompanied the MTV sketch parody series Human Monster, where he displayed his comedic ability close to Aziz Ansari and Ransack Hubel.
Ransack
Hubel.
I love it, man. I might legally change my name to Ransack Hubel.
Molly, you may have a better access to this than I do. Somebody says that Rob has some AI books on Amazon as well.
I don't think so, because I searched Rob Hubel and Amazon on Amazon and books. But if someone has it, tag me on Discord.
That was Brissy Joe. Then maybe in Australia. I'm pretty big in Australia.
The only reason why I have the books is because my book is out. I'm sorry, we don't have an Australian pre-link, but I was able to finally get the UK and Canadian one up. And Rob, I know we can't really talk about it just yet, but if you're in Chicago, get ready, because we might have some fun stuff coming up in Chicago in early May.
I can't wait. I can't
really
wait.
fun.
We cannot talk about it. We can just sort of dance around it.
I think because not fully announced yet, but
Okay.
we may get a nice big announcement, because, by the way, we actually just got a cool guest star for what we're doing there as well. One of our good friends. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Wait, now, can I just clarify something about the AI book that Molly has?
Mm-hmm.
Is it all gobbledygook, or does it how does AI do it?
I have a feeling what somebody did is they put it into Chat GPT. Like they said, can you write a 25-page book about Paul Scheer?
Okay.
And they basically, it's very repetitive. It's very much like I have a feeling it's going to get a lot worse when my book actually comes out.
Yeah. Well,
because then there will be actually more more to talk about.
Yeah. So it's just sort of like regurgitating your Wikipedia and other
stuff. Like some articles and stuff, but it can't be like I mentioned friend zone. You can't really, you can parse it, but it's like it can't be fully copied, right? Because then it's like a copyright issue. So it's like it's just enough.
Well, don't dig too deep in terms of like who's behind it, because I don't want you to, like, you're not going to notice. I just don't want you sniffing around trying to screw up my financial operation.
Wait a second.
You know? I mean, I figure
if
I'm promoting your book, I'm also going to promote, I'm going to make money coming and going.
How dare you?
All right.
Well, have fun with your friends on the Super Bowl Sunday. I
will. I hope that you have fun.
I'll save some lives with my commercial. But
I'll probably save a lot of puppies' lives by people not bringing them to Buffalo Wild Wings. Now, final prediction for the score, Paul. Go.
I'm gonna say 21-17.
Wow, that close. Who? Chiefs?
Dolphins. And that's going to be the thing. Okay. Ruff was voted the most. Ruff, 70% of the vote. 70% of our Discord voted for Team Ruff. I am picking the Kansas City Chiefs, winning by 21-17. Rob, what do you got?
49ers, 28-21.
Wow. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Let's see. Molly, what
Count
do you
want
to put
on
one in?
I should tell you, I'm from the future.
I don't care.
Nothing. Doesn't care.
Okay.
Don't even want. Okay. And then, Rob, the final bet is who is Addison Rae coaching in her Nerds commercial? The teaser for Addison Rae's Nerds commercial is she is teaching dance to someone. Who could Addison Rae be teaching dance to in her Nerds commercial?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Addison Rae, TikTok star. Who could you be teaching dance to? Just whatever you think. I said Sylvester Stallone.
I think Usher. By the way, are you excited for the Usher halftime show?
Yes, I am, because I believe that Usher is going to pack it full of guests and make it really fun. I'm excited. I'm excited for Rob Riggle's commercial where you have to body scan yourself. Rob Riggle's doing a full AI commercial where you can body scan yourself into AI Michelob Ultra ads. And
it's going to be
a lot
great.
of sports bra. People, put your predictions in the chat, and we'll give a prize to somebody who gets
next show. I promise we're going to get to Who's the Boss.
Yes, we got to get to it,
and we won't do so much sports bras. Thank you, Molly. Thank you
and
for
Rob,
all the bumpers.
I love you, man. Take us out, Molly.
I love you, man.